Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, September 5 in Franklin, Massachusetts. It's a little bit overcast today, but maybe the sun's going to come out, but not, that's such a silly thing to say. The sun is always out. Maybe the clouds will part and we'll have a little bit more brightness. But anyway, welcome to Friday morning, and I hope that you can pop on and say hello. That would be great. And as soon as it's 10 o'clock, we're going to start. I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. I'm very excited. Great. Perfect. All right, let's see. I have everything ready. I think I have everything ready. You know how that goes. I think I'll have a little sip of my Ani Palmer iced tea. I'm so addicted to Ani Palmer iced tea. It is 10 o'clock. So, having had my sip of Ani Palmer iced tea, let us start. Welcome, everybody, and please do say hello. So I know I've got some friends out there in cyberspace, but let me show you what we're going to do. So this week, in my newsletter, I had 3 cards to show you because I couldn't decide between this one and this one. So I said, well, let's do all 3 this week. So anyway, here we are. This is Christmas in September. This is our 9th week doing this. Can you even believe it? So this is the card that I made. And I actually took inspiration from another... a number of demonstrators on Pinterest. I saw this. I thought it was so cute. So we're going to do that. And then we're starting with Thanksgiving cards. Hey, Jan, good morning, good morning, good morning. Have you got all your boxes unpacked now, girlfriend? It takes a while. It would take me a whole year probably. But anyway, I hope you're settled in, nice and cozy. So these are the Thanksgiving cards that we're going to do. And this one was copied exactly from artisan demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Kim McGillis. I'm not sure where Kim McGillis is. I think she might be New Zealand, but I don't, anyway. But that was her card, and it's very, very fancy. I love it. I just love the detail. I love the layers. I love the colors. And then I decided to go out on my own a little bit and make one of my own, which is a simpler version. So these are the cards that I'm going to show you how to make. Hey, good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Barbara. Thank you for joining me this morning. It means so much that you pop on with me. So I appreciate it. So let's get started. I think we'll do the Christmas one first. So let me get this out of the way. Just put it over here so I can see. Yeah, I've got nice room. All right, so let me bring everything in that I need. For this card, I started with basic red cardstock. And you know the measurement, 8.5 by 5.5, and it was scored at 4 1/4. And there is my nice crisp fold. Good morning again. I shall. Thank you very much. And then what I did was I took a piece of Mossy Meadow, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I took a piece of Real Red, which is, this measurement is 5 by 3 3/4. And I took the new embossing folder, Gathering Leaves. This is the Gathering Leaves folder. So you can see it through the red, with the red underneath it. It's these little tiny leaves. I think they're very, very cute and very sweet. I think they're maple leaves too. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I think they're really cute. So I ran this piece through this embossing folder to give it just a little bit of texture. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and get this all assembled. And again, because it's got a lot of depth to this embossing folder, I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of adhesive all the way around. So this is this. So even though it's still summer here in Massachusetts, as it's everywhere around the world, well, not, what a silly thing to say, not around the world, but here anyway, it's starting to feel like fall, as much as I hate to say that. I do love the fall. I absolutely love the fall, but I hate giving up summer. I'll be going in my pool as soon as I get finished with my Facebook Live just go for a little morning dip. But anyway, here we go. All right, so this is ready to be put onto the base like this. And I decided to use this extra layer of Mossy Meadow. At first, I just decided I would do the red on red. But then I said, you know what? I'm going to pull that Mossy Meadow color in, which is in the designer paper and in the designer paper. So anyway, that's that. So the next thing I did was I took 2 different pieces of designer paper. And for this, I used... excuse me, I used the Traditions of St. Nick, which is a retired stamp set, stamp set. It's not a stamp set, silly goose. It is designer paper. So with that, I took this one. I love it. Look it's got the little gingerbread man. It's got the apple cider. It's got the Christmas toffees, peppermint sticks. Very, very cute. A little mug of hot chocolate. So I took this, and this measurement, let me just tell you what this is. This is 1.5 by 5. 1.5 by 5. And this piece is a thinner strip. Good morning, Laurie. Thank you for joining us this morning. Welcome, welcome aboard to Friday Stamping here in Franklin. So we're just doing the Christmas card. So this strip is 1 inch by 5. So let's get these put on. Onto my base again. And again, I'm using a lot of adhesive because I definitely want it to stick nicely. So this is going to go on right here. And I'm going to leave a little bit of probably 1/4 of an inch on this. Oops, you know what? This is just a snip too long. So allow me to take in my little trimmer here and take off like a 32nd of an inch. This is going to be just like that. This is going to be a little bit tricky, but no problem. I'm going to just take my bone folder and wiggle this off from this plastic plate like that. I think this should be good now. Let me measure it this way and make sure, because I don't want it to have it overlap. There we go. Perfect. All right. So this is going to go on like this. And like I said initially, I'm going to have a little bit of a margin on the right-hand side just because I think it would look nice to have that like that. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow side, which has kind of it reminds me of an old-fashioned wallpaper print. I don't know why, but it does. And there's no up or down to this, so you can just put it on you however you want. Now I want to make sure that this is the right size too. This is just, again, I cut this just a smidge too long. So let me bring my trimmer back in and just take a smidge off this, because it would look odd. You know, it would just look a little bit disjointed, uneven, and it would cause my eyeballs to be very unhappy. So let me just see if I can wiggle this off. There we go. I actually could have taken this little brace off, but it's too much like work. And see how fast I did it without taking the brace off. So there we go. All right, so this is going to come in just like this. Just like this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I can't believe I did this. All right, there we go. All right, so there is that. But guess what? I forgot to put my textured trim on. So let me just see if I can wiggle this off very carefully. This is a real one of those situations where I wish I had another person here, but if I'm very careful, see, I'm just going to take this bone folder and I'm just going to very carefully shimmy this off, shimmy it right off very carefully, because I forgot to put the untextured weave trim on, because it's supposed to go on this layer behind the red. Behind that red layer. So look at that. I'm almost done here. I'm almost done. See, all those little stamping fairies are helping me right now. We're almost done. Let's see. There we go. We got it. Phew! There are no mistakes in Stampin' Up. None, ever. All right, now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to add more adhesive because I took some of it off, and luckily I didn't have any problem taking it off. All right, now I'm going to take this trim, and here is the trim. This is brand new. This is called the irregular weave trim, and it is irregular. Look at that. And it feels, I mean, it is a cloth, but it feels kind of papery. I like it. I just like it. It's very old-fashioned to me. All right, now I'm going to put this on properly, like I should have done before. But again, once again, there are no mistakes. No mistakes ever. We always have solutions to these little persnickety situations. Now I'm going to anchor that down, both of those ends down. I've probably done a little overkill with the adhesive, but I'd rather have a lot of adhesive on to make sure that this thing sticks the way it's supposed to. All right, so there's that. All right, there we go. See? Now, people who are just coming on, they don't even know that we had a little issue that we had to fix. All right, so then the next thing I did was I took the punch that goes along with this bundle. I love this Humble Home stamp set. Look at how cute it is. I mean, this isn't just for Christmas. There are so many applications for this. Look at how cute that little house is. So what I did was I took this with a piece of crumb cake and stamped it in red. Look at how cute that is. So then I punched it out with the punch. The punch that comes, if you get the bundle, you get this with the stamp set. And now I'm going to add some dimensionals to this because I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. I want this house to pop up. So I think I'll probably do 4. There we go. Oh, let's do 5. Why not? All right, so there's that. Let me put this over here. And then I am going to... We're almost done. How cute is this? I can't even believe it's Christmas week number 9. Christmas in September, week number 9. All right, so here is this. Now, before I put my little house on, I'm going to bring in this fir branch that I cut out. This was from let's see, this was from, what stamp set? Gathering Leaves. No. I don't know. No. What was this from? You know what? I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. Christmas Banners. It's Christmas Banners. So I cut this out of Mossy Meadow, and on my sample, I put a piece of it behind the house, the gingerbread house. But I'm wondering if I should just not even do that. I'm wondering if I should just put this on without it. So I'm going to put this on like this. Let's see. I'm going to move it over like that. And then you're going to tell me what you think here. I want your opinions. With or without. With or without. We could do it either way. I mean, people, if you want to put it on, you can. If not. But I think for this one, I'm just going to leave it without. Just to see, you know. So I'll put this aside. Maybe later on I'll change my mind. Who knows? All right, so that's that. Now, the next thing is to decorate this. How cute is this? Wait a minute. Where is my little... I've got my little message here. So then I stamped Merry Christmas on white cardstock, and then I backed it on, excuse me, on Mossy Meadow, just like that. Just free cut it like that. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to this, and I'm going to put this on like right here. I have to lift this up to do this like this. Yeah, like that. I'm going to overlap it a little bit on that Mossy Meadow DSP and then bring it shy of the pattern DSP right here like that. Okay, now I'm going to take these stinking cute, too darn cute, adorable little peppermints. Look at how cute those are. They're just the sweetest. So I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take one, whoops, and I'm going to put that one right up here at the top. That's stuck to me. And then I'm going to take another one for the front door. I'm going to cover that little hat up like that. How cute is that? And then I'm going to take one of the bigger ones and I'm going to put it right here. Isn't that the sweetest little card? And then, of course, I have to add a little bit of Winky. I'm going to wink this up. I'm going to wink certain parts of it up like this. And it just gives it a little bit of extra pizzazz, I think. After all, it's a Christmas card. And can't you just smell the gingerbread cooking in the oven right now? Gingerbread, yum, 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 yum. And then I think I'll do the windows there. And I'll do the front door like that. Yeah, Wink of Stella or something. It's just, you have to have Wink of Stella in your inventory. I just, it's like having oxygen in the air to breathe, I think. Okay, how's that? Cute, cute, cute. And then I'll do this little flourish down here. And then I think that's good. And then the very last thing, I'm just going to take some glitter, some Dazzling Diamonds. You don't have to do this, but I do. It's part of me. I have to do it. And I like the fact that it kind of catches with this trim that we're using, this untextured trim, and just go like that. And even though there's no adhesive, I say this every single week, it sticks in places that make it just look really, really cute. And I'm just going to tap off the rest. But there we go. And the inside, I haven't done the inside. On camera, there's a lot of glitter here, which is kind of cute. But I love it. I think it's really cute. What do you think? You like it? And the inside, like I said, I haven't done the inside yet. I don't know what I'm going to do on the inside. I'm probably going to put just a strip of the designer paper, and I'll do the envelope the same as well. Okay, so that's that one. Now let me get this out of the way. And let me get the, now we're going to do this. We're going to do the fancy one. This one was the one that was done by artisan designer Kim Willis. Artisan designers are the people who create the projects for us for the entire year. So it's really fun when you get to see their projects and then you can copy them. So I did. That's exactly what I did. So let me show you how to make this. This has a lot of little pieces, but if we do it one step at a time, everything is fine. All right, so the base is Basic Beige, which is a color that I absolutely love. I was so happy when Stampin' Up! Came out with this. Now I hope they come out with the envelopes to match. You never know if they're going to do that or not, but it would be really pretty to have envelopes to match. Anyway, there's the base of the card. And then the next thing is the layer. Now I'm going to bring the layer in, set the base away for a second, because we have a lot of things that we're going to be putting on this base. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the designer paper. Now this designer paper is from the, let's see, this is the Gathering Together designer paper pack. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. There are so many different combinations. A lot of them have the metallic gold on them. And one of the pieces that I chose, well, that Kim Gillis chose, was this one, which is very lovely. Look at how pretty that is. It's just very subtle. It's white with basic beige on top of it with little trees, little mushrooms, and little gold trees, and then some little speckles here and there. So this goes on first. You want to put this on first. And this measurement, oops, let me tell you what this measurement is. This measurement is 4 inches by 2.5. And then this extra piece is 4 inches by 1/2. So let me get this on first. And this is going to go on to the starting at the bottom, the base of the card right here. And I want to make sure that I get it the right way. This is the correct way because the leaves go in that direction. All right, so I'm going to put this on like this. There we go. And then this little band is going to go right on top of it. Now this band has the same pattern that this designer paper has. It has those little tiny trees. So I'm going to make sure that I have this correct in the right direction, like this. And this goes right on top, right here, like this. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now, I don't know if you can notice on the sample, but there is a piece of cardstock using the Basic Beige and using one of my all-time favorites dies, Spotlight on Nature. So here it is, Spotlight on Nature. Now, I know you can't see a lot of it, and actually, this one that I put on was the smaller version. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is the smaller version. So I decided to make this this one, the next size up, which I think is going to be much better. So this is going to go on like that. Allow me to do this. You really don't need, oh, I'm out of tape here. You really don't need a lot of adhesive because, hey, Pam, thank you so much for popping on. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Friday morning here. All right, so there's this. I'm showing everybody the Thanksgiving card now. Here we go. So this is going to go on, and I'm going to put it almost this equidistant, north-south and east-west. So that looks pretty good to me. All right, so that's going to go on like that. Now, the next thing is I'm going to start placing the leaves. Now, I used the stamp set Gathering Moments. I love this. Look at how pretty this is. And I used this leaf, and then this leaf. And I colored them just exactly as Kim did. So this was Basic Beige on Basic Beige. And then this is Old Olive. And this is Cajun Craze. So I needed 2 of each. And now these are going to get put on with dimensionals. Now, except these little tiny ones, one of them is going to go on first like this. So this is going to have a little bit of adhesive, and this is going to go on here. And this is the eyeball method. You just kind of have to eyeball it however you want it. So that's going to go there. Then the next is one of the greens, and one of the Cajun Craze. I love the fact that this has irregular color palette to that stamp. Some of it is very bright and vibrant, and the other is a little bit muted. I love the way that looks. It's amazing how people come up with these things, these designers, and I'm very grateful that they do, because we get to reap the benefits of their expertise in the art world. Okay, so let's get this off. And so next Monday and Tuesday, these are the cards we're going to be doing next Monday and Tuesday. And if you're coming, just let me know what you want. We're going to call this the fancy Thanksgiving card. And if you want to do the fancy Thanksgiving card, just let me know, because I definitely will have to make plenty of these cutouts for you. I'll let you do most of the work, or some of the work. You know, when you come here, I do a lot of the work for you. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to put this one like right about here, like that. And then I'm going to put these other down here. Now these two are going to go on first. Whoops, wait a minute. Where's my other little, I'm missing one. Wait a minute, let me see. I've got one, here we go. I made a ton of them, so they're in, hey Colleen, good morning, good morning. So I made a ton of them, and then I just put them in the stamp case so that I have them available, because we'll be definitely using a lot of those next week. All right, so let's get some dimensionals on these, like this. All right, now let's put this on. And this one is the lighter version. Isn't this pretty? So what I did was I stamped on and then stamped off. But that goes like that. Oh, you know what? Whoops, whoops, whoops. I'm going to put the ribbon on. Silly me. Silly me. Once again, we made a little situation here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take these two off. The way to do that, when you've got something with dimensionals and you need to take it off, the way to do it is just bring it in, bring your snips in underneath, and just kind of gently snip away. And you can do that so that you can remove it without having an issue. So this is going to be just fine, not to worry. There are no mistakes, remember, although it's funny that I did two already today. I don't know what's going on here. That's all right, not to worry. And then let's get this one off. All right. So is everybody starting to wind down with their summer and starting fall plans? You know, looking forward to the holidays. We are at our house here. In spite of the fact that my pool will still be open for another month, thank goodness. All right, so there we go. Got that off. Now, see, maybe I'm just doing too much talking. Okay, so now with this, we're going to put the ribbon on, if you can see this ribbon. And this is that new basic beige ribbon. So I am going to give this a puddle of adhesive, 3 little strips. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon. This is, I think this is 12 inches of ribbon. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'm going to make a little bit of a loop right here, and I'm just going to plant it down on that so that this end comes out. Then I'm going to fold this back like this, just a little, and plant it down here. And then I'm going to fold this over, and I'm just going to add a little bit more adhesive. There we go. Perfect. All right, now let's get back to putting these leaves on. I will have to add a few more dimensionals because obviously you can't use them again. You could use them again, but I just want to make sure it sticks really, really well. So it's not a big deal. There's one. So this one is going to come off. Yeah, so what's going on in your neck of the woods? Exciting things for the weekend. All right, there's that one. And then let me get these off. Actually, these really roll off nicely, even though you've planted them firmly. Have a great week, Jan. Thank you. So you just take your finger and roll it off like that, and it comes off very nicely. Don't panic. It comes off. It does its job when it needs to be stuck on something, and it stays nice and adhered. But if you need to take it off, if you just be patient and use your fingers to roll it off, it comes off beautifully. And then we just put these back on. Nobody but us will know that we've had a little issue this morning. All right, so that one's going to go on like that. And see, this peeks through just nicely. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other one, and this is going to go on like this, like that. And then here's this one, the green one, the old olive. And this is going to go on right here, like this, just like that. Tuck that down like that. And then this one is going to go on the top, but I'm not going to put in any dimensionals. I'm just going to use a little bit of snail because I can rest this on top of these two leaves like such. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these little dimensional papers away. I'm going to turn this over, flip it over. I'm going to give it some adhesive like this. And then I'm going to put it onto the base of my card like that. Just work. Oh, Pam, I'm sorry you have to work. But that's okay. You get to play it other times too. All right, so this goes on east, west, north, and south beautifully, like that. All right, now we're going to put the little banner on. Now, I made this banner a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I just wanted to, it didn't matter. You can make it however big you want. So this is going to go on with adhesive too. I can just put this on like this. And I did stamp thankful for you on it. This is going to go right here like this, right on top, at the juncture of those leaves, like that. Perfect. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this bow. Now this is linen twine, and I used, I think it's 20, no, it was 20 inches, and I doubled it. So it's 10 inches of a bow being made. You get what I mean? I took 20 inches, cut it in half, and I've got 2 layers here. So I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to put the glue dot right here like this. I'm going to take the piece off. And then with my take your pick tool, I'm just going to take that glue dot and pull the top of it down on top of itself because, again, you don't want to have any stickiness that's not covered with either ribbon or paper. So I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom, just like that. Okay, now I've already got my bow made. I'm going to bring my bow in, and I'm going to press and make sure that my nails make sure I can press it right down so that there is no sticky coming through at all. And then the last thing that we're going to do with this is I'm going to bring in these new dots. These are called streak dots. Streak dots. They're brand new. They're very pretty. They do have that streaky appearance to them, and I'm going to pick out 3 of them. I'm going to take a large one, and I'm going to put it right down here. And then I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to put it up probably like right here. And then I'm going to take a smaller one, and I'm going to put the smaller one on the banner right here, like that. There we go. And that is, now I haven't done anything on the inside of this either. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but this is the flower. This is it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I forgot this. I forgot this, Leah. I forgot this one. Yeah. So let's put this one in. Oh, silly me. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive just on here and then a dimensional on this end. I saw that and I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? All right. So a little bit of adhesive right here so I can tuck it in. Because you know how I am with odd numbers. It has to, for some reason, it has to be odd numbers. All right, so this is just going to get tucked in like that. And there we go. There we go. Look at that. What do you think? There we go. Pull that down just a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much, Pam. I think it is too. And thank Kim McGillis for sharing that. And see, this little layer just pops out. It sneaks out. You can see, you can look at all the different layers. I like the fact that the twine is long. It kind of gives it that, I don't know what kind of look, but I just think it's a beautiful card. Okay, so there's that one. So now let me get the last one in because I thought, well, maybe some of my peeps don't want to go and spend a lot of time on the fancy schmancy card. So then I made this card, and this was my own design, but I thought it was kind of pretty too. So let me bring in the stuff that we need. Again, I used the basic beige because I love this. I absolutely love this neutral color. It's so pretty. And let me just take this and do our usual fold. All right, let me get this out of the way. And then what I did was I took a piece of Cajun Craze, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I took another layer of the basic beige, which is 5 by 3 3/4. So I will, let me just get my little things off here. Get my silicone pad in, add some adhesive to this layer. And I love this Gathering Leaves folder. I think it's so subtle, but very, very pretty. Just a really pretty layer to have. This is going to go on here like this, making sure east, west, and north, south are perfect, which they are. And then I'm going to add some adhesive on this one, like this. And then put this on the front like that. The reason I haven't done anything on the inside yet is because I don't know the person I'm going to be sending it to. So that's why I haven't. But it's fine. Totally fine. All right. So then the next thing I did was I took our double oval punches and stamped Autumn Wishes. And this Autumn Wishes came from the Amber Autumn, and I know I used a lot of stamps for this, but that's because I can. But we have, you know, you can use whatever you have at home, or if you come to my house, you can use these. So I used this stamp. This is a beautiful set. We're going to make a card with this probably next week or the week after. But anyway, this, I took Autumn Wishes. I took some old olive and just stamped around the edges of that. And then I'm going to put this on with straight adhesive in the lower right-hand corner like this. Like that. And then I'm going to add one of these streak designs again because I can. I just think it's really pretty. I think I'll use this size, this one. And this, this little, come on, this is very sticky. Oh, you know, funny that I should mention that. I saw somebody yesterday, a bride who was looking to get for her wedding, she's going to have paper flowers attached to her manicure. Okay, Nancy, great. Yeah, paper flowers attached to her manicure for her wedding day. They're 3-dimensional. I thought, well, that's clever. All right, so the next thing I did was I took these 3 images, stamped them, one of each, and they are going on with dimensionals. So let me get these done. There we go. And then there's that, and there's that, and one more right there. And then I'm going to put my Cajun Craze on first. No rhyme or reason, doesn't matter. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Where's my, there we go. Okay, here's this, that, and then this one, and this is going to go on like that. And then this, talk about easy and fast. This one is wicked easy, wicked fast. And this is going to go on like this. And then, where's my bow? Here is my bow. We're going to take another glue dot right here. And I'm going to put that glue dot on like that and pick this right off. And again, I'm going to move this down just a little bit, the top of it and the bottom, because you know, I know I'm redundant here, but you definitely do not want to have adhesive coming through. So I'm going to put that on just like that and press that down. And there you go. That's it. So, my friends, these are the cards that we're doing next week. And if you want to be part of this, just let me know. We've got Christmas number 9. Can you believe it? And then Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving. So that is it. So that was pretty fast today. 3 cards in 30 minutes and we're done. So we will see you next week, same time, same place. We will do another Christmas in September, and we'll do probably another Thanksgiving. And the blue sky is peeking through the clouds. So the clouds are moving and I can see more of the sun. I hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for popping on. I appreciate your support. It means a lot. Namaste. Till